one up. Right. I guess I'm a little bit better. I don't feel as sick as I have been, but I still feel a little bit. But maybe it's a sign of getting better. So I'm doing fine. We just ended a recording. Now we're starting up another one. We finished up Cathedral Ship, as you can see. Beat the boss. My favorite boss in the entire game. We stole one of the best equipments in the game, in my opinion.
Was Daddy really like that? Since Daddy built us, does that mean Realians are bad people too?
Momo, we were looking all over for you.
Hello, Shion.
And then when I get the other equipment from the Sigma address, the next dungeon.
Shion,
Junior, unstoppable.
I was created by Yoakim Mizrahi. He designed
he still can die,
the
but
series Realians
when it comes to
when the
killing
Federation
things,
funded
he'd be
him.
unmatched, pretty much. Almost unmatched.
Shion, Daddy wasn't a lunatic. I don't even know what I am.
Identity diffusion. The eternal dilemma. Do you know about the environmental bugs on board this ship? They're actually nanomachines, you know, used to keep enclosed spaces like this clean. I'd say that of all the things Professor Mizrahi
Speaking of nanomachines, I decided another sound alert I could put when I actually become a
These
villager.
bugs may be man-made, but they function as if they've existed all along.
You know,
almost as if they were meant to be.
this me here. This me saying
Realians are the same.
What?
The only difference between us is the length of our histories. But regardless of our origins,
when I become a
each one
villager,
of us has an important role to fulfill
whenever
in
that
this
may be.
world.
I got a few sound alert ideas.
I really doubt Dr. Mizrahi was a dangerous person like everyone makes him out to be. And it's not just because of the environmental bugs. The work he did on Realians was incredibly insightful.
Oh, close to the
fundamental Gnosis research
no, not really.
I got behind played a critical role in the development of modern anti-Gnosis technology.
What was it?
Thanks for the backup, Cosmos.
Point.
I'm really glad to see you react like that.
Of enough.
Empathizing
was a higher rate.
Others is a major factor in human relationships.
Although I do not believe that the current situation called for me to act.
I've been stuck in the halfway point.
I am pleased to be of service to
of the viewership thing.
I think Cosmos is really
It has
funny.
increased a little bit
Too bad she doesn't take instruction very
since
well.
in recent last week or two, but still somewhere in the middle of
He used to talk to me
what
all
I
the
need
time before
to get
I was
it.
born. It's all a little hazy, but I remember him telling me that I could become a real person if I did good deeds.
Yeah.
Really? That's a wonderful.
Well, I just don't have enough. I don't have enough people to come by to have the few viewer thing for long periods of time. So.
They're gonna take us to Second Milsha.
Second Milsha? Really?
I'll get there eventually.
Apparently, they have some work to take care of out there. The captain's still whining about repairing the Elsa, but
then I gotta figure out how the whole sound alert system works and stuff.
I'm sure they've got their own reasons. But don't you think it's a little strange that everyone's heading for Milsha?
Not really. It's
I'm
probably
not
just a
worried about
coincidence. I'm just glad we saved some money. Not to mention that this ship's 1,000,000 times better equipped than the Elsa. And we'll have nothing to worry about if we run into
two
Xenosis
reasons.
again.
One, I have no idea how to make them. I don't care to learn. And two, I'm not paying someone to do it for me.
Mini bars and... Hey, what's wrong, Chief?
Nothing.
So that's why I'm not worried about
I'm just
emo.
jealous of how easily swayed you are.
I mean, if people want to give them me, make stuff for me for free, I would take it happily. But I'm not paying people to help me with Twitch. So. Gonna be very, very cheap. Yeah, I don't mind emotes. I don't like using them myself. I don't mind them, but I also, like I said, I don't want to go out of my way to learn, make it myself, and I'm not willing to pay someone to make shit for me for my own stream. So those are the two reasons. Yeah. We got money. Look at all that money. Look at that money. Come on, Sharon, until I get some exercise in. Atta girl. Yeah, it's the cargo ship. We were right. Who would have thunk it? Give me the goods. Oh, have you? That's good. Oh, yeah. Understandable. Yeah, I kind of had the same problem in a different sense, where every time I get a new console, especially like when it comes to the PlayStations, I get like a new PlayStation console, and I play a lot of games on that. The other consoles just get less and less used, not on purpose, just on accident. Like, for instance, after the time I got the PS5, I kind of just never played PS1 games. Like I said, it's not because I don't want to. I just, whatever reason, I get stuck on other games, and the older consoles get less used. Yeah. I tried playing once. I haven't gone back to PS1. Oh yeah. Probably more. All the cutscenes play. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
So that's the Kukai Foundation. They sure know how to spend their money.
I can't wait to see the Durandal turn into a skyscraper. It's so beautiful.
What? We're going to dock just like this?
This ship's supposedly one of the most famous landmarks in the Foundation. I saw it in a travel guide on the Elsa.
Oh, really? I'd never know. I don't check out vacation guides very often.
Oh, look! We're docking!
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna do something that you should never do in anything you play and watch that's based on anime, right? Or just in general. I'm gonna question it. Here we go. How do they not? When ships in like sci-fi stuff, right? When they go upside down and stuff, how come the people that's not wearing any seatbelts are just standing there, never fall into the roof, and then fall back to the floor when they fix themselves? Like sideways up there? Why are we seeing them sideways? When they all fall that way?
The managing director of
the only I can think makes the only I can think logical sense about that is that maybe they designed the ships on the inside to rotate depending on where the ship how the ship is like upside down or whatever. The actual thing kind of rotates so it matches the altitude thing. The only I can think of whether that would work. And I just kind of assume like the bit inside the ship that kind of like shifts in a way so that they're not upside down actually technically. But then in Xenosaga episode 2.
Enjoy your stay.
That was almost crashes sideways, and Cosmo had to grab Shino. She's gonna
What's wrong with me?
go against the Rinchi roll.
So rudely towards someone
I don't know.
just met.
And you must be Momo.
But to be fair, it's also
Mizrahi
fiction,
of the
so
contact subcommittee. We'll make sure you get
don't
to
think
know
about it too much.
From Mommy?
Right. She told me to take good care of you.
Oh, the whole going in from the bottom.
Talk to her?
I guess.
Well, she seemed pretty busy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Mommy ever want to see me?
I'll let you know as soon as I hear from her again.
All right.
It's like one of those, it's like it's Meteor, right? Like no matter what, like it's the same thing with the guns, right? I have 8 bullets in this gun, but somehow I fire 30 without reloaded.
No, it can't be.
You know, kind of like that, right? Or like in shows or movies or something, right? Where it's like they're having a gun out, whatever. Every bad guy takes a bullet for the most part,
That android
and no matter
she's
what,
got an
the
incredible
good guys
amount of
never
potential,
get
you know.
shot or
There's
injured
no
or
way she's
or
just a
killed,
prototype.
unless the story's like,
I'm
we
also
need you to be
concerned about how
injured
she resonated
or
with the
dead for
emulators.
drama effect.
The Hilbert effect. I heard
Or
they
like one
lost
guy
at the
beating
time,
up
but it looks
10
like there's more
dudes
to this than it seems.
and not and barely getting a scratch on him if at all.
Don't forget about her
You
engineer.
know, it's
What was her
fiction,
name?
right? So
Shion? I think she might be onto us. And our powers.
No way. She's just an ordinary human.
She might
yeah,
not
you didn't
be
get
as
the second
ordinary
motion
as
to
you
the very
think.
end of the game, right? So
I doubt it.
you don't get the land on it until
She seems normal
the
enough
next
to
game.
me.
So.
I guess it's possible, though. After all, she's involved in the highest classified part of that project. The same one Helmer's involved in.
The Zohar Project.
Listen. Why don't we lay off the Mizrahi talk for a while?
Concerned about that Momo girl.
Don't look at me like that. You think she likes being called the child of a madman? After all, we were both there when Mizrahi finally met his end. We saw what happened. You know that girl's a Realian. Her memory might be imprinted with something.
So you're saying the image she holds of Mizrahi is a false one?
I don't know. That's why I want you to lay off when you're around her. At least for now, anyway.
If you're that concerned about her, why don't you invite her down to the beach?
Yeah, beach
I'm
episode.
sure it'll help take her mind off of things.
Man, I told you, it's not like that.
Totally like that.
Hey,
What's this?
Oh yeah. I didn't watch the trailers. How I didn't even know there was trailers
Man,
with the
it's
series.
a stainless steel finished Magaloth.
Obviously there is, but like I would
Dogs and everything.
still didn't know.
I won it at a Lion's Heart auction.
Yeah, it is.
It was part of
I don't know
their
every little
antique
detail, but I know a
weapons
few.
This isn't like you. You're up to something.
collection. Not at all. I just thought I'd reward you for all the hard work you've done for us recently. Have I gone too far? Don't go shooting that thing all over the place. Remember, you're older than I am. Try to act like it once in a while, all right?
Sweet!
It's open.
Chief, we better get going soon.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Maybe it's just me, but you've been acting gloomy ever since we boarded this ship.
Isn't she always gloomy for
No.
the most part?
Really, it's nothing. What? You really think I'm acting like that?
It's Alan. Yep. There's our boy.
No doubt about it.
He becomes a ninja later.
See?
You know
Just
it.
like that.
Oh, I just have a lot
Not
on my
really, but, like,
mind. I'm sure that's all.
If you know his voice, if you know who his voice actor is,
Something's bothering you.
you
I'd
get
be
the
more
you
than
get the
happy to
joke.
listen.
Hey, Shion! Let's go out and play!
Yeah, I'll say it again. Ellen becomes a ninja
I'll
later.
wait for you over at the shuttle launch, so hurry, okay? See you there!
Doesn't really. It doesn't fix into the end game of 3, actually. You know what's funny though? In episode 3, when you have to fight Kevin and Shion, because Shion, whatever reason, fights us with him, right? Oh yeah, spoilers. Oh wait. Nice. That's a joke. I purposely said spoilers after I said a spoiler. See if anyone dislikes or pisses off because I didn't say it beforehand. Yeah. I don't know if I would do it during the playthrough of that, but I might. But anyways, you have to fight against Shion and Kevin, right? Have Tiggy on. What the fuck? Tiggy on in the battle. And if he's not in the battle, switch him into the battle. And then target Shion with Ziggy and use his tech attack, code choke. So Ziggy can choke the bitch and get her to smarten up. Funny to say. I don't know why it's so funny to me to see that. And then she smartens up in the next cutscene. Yeah, when his tech attacks, he learns it. I think pretty sure it's like very beginning, towards the beginning of the game. Yeah, he has a choke ability where I think it's like a heavy or something like that break attack. But what he does, he goes up behind the enemy. It has to be human though. You go up behind the human enemy, and he puts his neck around, his arm around his neck, on their neck, like a choke, just like a chokehold, and he just snaps it.
Would you laugh at
And you
me if
hear
I told you that
noise as their head,
she has a heart?
as their head kind of
Cosmos, showing emotion
flops down a
behavior?
little bit. Not
I've run
it doesn't
across
come
some
off, but
interesting
it
phenomena.
it has that animation like your neck broken. It doesn't support it, so it's,
Almost like a tiny little pulse.
Really? We
yeah.
should definitely keep an eye on that.
each episode.
Cosmos' elemental data structure duplicates that of the human brain. So something like that's certainly not out of the question.
It makes sense that
She
she
was
owns the bikini
empathizing
though.
with Momo back there. I wonder what her subconscious waves were like.
Makes sense.
Flatline.
Not
Oh well.
definitely
Nothing here at all.
not her best bikini in the series though.
Oh, what's the matter, Chief? You didn't come down to the beach just to stare at a
The
screen
best
all day,
bikini
did
is
you?
in episode 3.
Come on, Shion. Why don't you come and play with us?
Sorry. In a bit.
Are you working
Like
on
Momo's
Cosmos?
swimsuit's cute in this
Must be
game, and
really
it's cute
tough.
on her in the third
Ah,
game. But the
Cosmos.
second game, her
She's
swimsuit
got a
is
lot of
terrible.
black box areas that even we can't analyze.
Black box?
And Junior's
Yeah.
swimsuit has
We're painstakingly analyzing her
in
bit by
2.
bit
I don't.
so that we
I don't
can
think 3.
recreate her original
And
form again.
episode 2, he has a
The only
red
person who
dragon
knew
tattoo
everything
on his
about
arm,
Cosmos
and his
was
left
Kevin.
arm. Maybe. To be fair, none of the swimsuits in episode
Say,
2 look
Alan,
that good at all.
Do
Not
you
really.
think Guinan and Junior are
They're all
father
pretty
and
bad.
son? They look a little too far apart in age to be brothers.
I've heard rumors here and there. Some say Guinan cloned himself, while others say Junior's his illegitimate son, or...
I don't think he's a clone.
Swimsuits are pretty good
Their
in this one.
genome arrays are a little too
And in
different
3.
for that.
Wow. You can actually see that, Momo?
I'm an observational realian. They're more than just
Jin's
siblings,
swimsuit in
only
episode 2
father
is
and son. But at
is
the same
literally a
time,
loincloth.
They're not identical either.
Is that sort of thing possible?
Pedo kind of combo.
Their DNA only has to differ by 0.1% to make them different people, right?
Hey, who's an illegitimate son?
Man, this
But
beach
some of
is
this
really great.
Junior swimsuit in
It
episode
doesn't
3
feel
is a bit
artificial at all.
weird.
It's our latest product.
Kind of weird looking, but
You can even change the weather. You can't have blue skies all the time, right?
and Chaos just looks a bit weird in episode 3 as well. Me.
I hate thunder.
Shion.
I hate thunder! I'm sorry. I just really hate
Oh, don't you?
thunder.
By the way, don't you worry. Momo will be in her swimsuit as much as possible. In that one fight with Albedo's mech and Albedo, we're gonna have Shion in her swimsuit, and that fucking damn mech boss in the last dungeon will also be wearing it.
Representative Helmer,
Shion.
busy as always, I see.
Well, hello, Negredo. How are things going?
Maybe. No, you get 2 swimsuits at that point.
I don't really care for that name.
My apologies.
Because
I'm still not
Great
accustomed
Joe
to calling
is,
you Guinan.
gives you a
So,
swimsuit as well.
How can I
So.
help you?
We're currently headed your way, and we're carrying an unusual package. So I thought it best to inform you. Oh? We secured it from an unexpected source. The Federation cruiser Woglinde. It's an emulator.
The 12th one.
Yeah.
That matches
did-
the UTIC records.
I just literally nuke
There's no question that it's
it
responsible
with
for the
the
planetary
Elekaiser
disappearance.
summon.
Assuming they haven't constructed any more, that's all of them. Aside
Because
from
you
the
gotta-
original,
it's-
of course.
That's
You
clearly
have to
impossible.
weaken it. You have to do a little bit
The only
damage
man who
because
created them
it's
is no longer alive.
it's the only boss besides
True
the final
enough.
boss that has more than
And one more thing.
9,999 HP. you can't see its
We have the
HP until it
contact
gets to
subcommittee
that or
for the
lower.
Series prototype.
How did that wind up in your hands?
One of our passenger freighters rescued her 76 hours ago.
Is the ability to attract that sort of coincidence another
Yeah.
one of your special powers?
Not a coincidence,
jeez.
but a probability, as a certain acquaintance might say. Anyway, I'm concerned with what the UTIC
Yeah,
organization.
because I seen people
is up to.
fight it. I've
You
forgotten.
may want to
I've
step up your
forgotten.
precautions.
I
I'll
haven't
see
battled
what I
it
can sniff out
legitly,
from the
like,
UMN
ever.
Administration Bureau.
But,
Locate any large-scale gate
but when I
jumps
see
from
other
there.
people, but this one, this
Excellent
guy,
idea.
the mech boss
Assuming
in
they
Puerto
had no
Macabro just, like,
emulators in their possession.
did over 1,000 damage
The
to his
odds are that
entire
they'll go
party.
after the original sealed on Old Milsha. Not to mention,
Voodoo.
And I remember him
don't know
watching,
what
he
their
was
ultimate goal
saying, like,
is.
so if I didn't do all that level grinding
You
and
can't allow
HP
that
grinding,
thing to
I would have
run
died
with
right
you
there.
no matter
Yeah,
what.
if he didn't do the grinding
Understood.
or the HP increase with
We'll
the tech
prepare
points
for
or
your
whatever he
arrival.
did, he would have literally
I'm
got a
looking
game
forward to
over
seeing you
because of
again.
bullshit. Losing a video game to bullshit is way more frustrating and angry and rage inducing than just, fucking your controls up or something, doing something dumb, right? Just something about getting killed over bullshit. It's the worst. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's not a fun boss fight. It takes a lot of effort. Not to mention, it makes itself immune to your beam attacks, which is fucking weak to, mind you. And it heals, if it's low in health, he'll fucking heal all the time and restore like a big chunk of his health. That takes forever to get that mount gone again. And he just repeats the process. He hits hard. He can attack the whole party, at least 2 or 3 attacks, his AoE attack. And so he can do over 1,000 damage if he's lucky. That's... To be fair, that boss to me felt more like a super boss than a freaking normal boss in the game, to be fair. Because the boss to me felt like it had super boss like abilities and attack and defense, right? No, they didn't give you a card. I'm not doing a card game. I'll skip it this time. No, we're not. I'm not talking to that fucking old man. Nope. The beauty of having multiple saves where you grind it at comes in your favor. You can skip all the lawn boring stuff. Yeah, well, it depends, right? Because the final boss will summon minions and they will explode and they are I think also towards the end of his life Or maybe it's after he summons, because he summons different enemies towards the end of his life. I think when if you don't kill those things fast enough, he will summon 2 or 3 of them, and then he has this attack that does super damage, and unless you have a lot of HP, you're not surviving it. So I see people die to that attack. I don't give him a chance to use it on me. He dies pretty quickly because of how I handle him, but I've seen people get game overs because of that attack. Hey Nova, how are you? Now what about my item? No, this is. What are we doing, K Nova? Doing a little bit better. I still feel a little sick, so I don't think I've recovered from it yet. Because I feel fine, like for the most part. But when I'm streaming or just drinking and eating, my throat does hurt again. But if I'm not eating and drinking too much, like until I start drinking and eating and talking more, my throat don't hurt. But until that happens, my throat will hurt at that point. I don't think I'm completely over it. Jeez. Off. I haven't opened it. I don't know. It's upside down, sideways. Feel free. Oh. Sorry about the interruption. My soda can and the other one that was still left in the box had had like soda covering it, so it was super sticky. So I had to wash the cans, make sure there was a leaking, make sure the one I was drinking is okay. Make sure the other one's okay, and no, don't like that. It looks like it looked like it might have leaked when they were mass producing the the soda. I'm guessing one of the machine or another can itself was leaking when they were putting them in boxes, because none of the soda in that rest of that box was leaking or sticky. Besides those two, so looks like the company fucked up and then bothered to clean them or whatever. So the soda's still fine. Both sodas are still fine. It's just whatever happened during mass production. I'm guessing must have spilled on them or something, because like I said, all the cans are fine. They all tasted fine. They weren't flat. The fizz was there. I don't think those cans in particular were leaking. I really think it must have been during production. The machine or one of the cans burst at some point when they were putting them in boxes or something. Because I can't think of any other reason why they'd be sticky. None of them are leaking. Oh. You had it happen with milk before? Yeah, it must. I don't think that it had to be just not a big deal. Like I said, none of the sodas were bad. Everything was fine. It's just I think it's just literally production when they were mass producing them to make them for to sell, and or when they were putting them in boxes, something like that, right? So not a big deal. Oh well. Yep. Oh yeah. Wait for this. Wait for this. Watch, watch. Do it again. Bitch. That the whole team. Well, I mean, we're not gonna have Cosmos for this next dungeon, but you mean my goddess won't be in my party for a while? Blasphemy. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Shit. That's what I want. Wait, do I do technically more damage with the work when I equip? Wait a minute. That is 33. Nope. Okay, never mind. Do one more extra damage, I think. Okay. 32. 34. 34, 30. Oh, no. Yeah. The work's still more powerful when you equip this. By 1 point. Why do that? Yeah, it's like it's only long because there's multiple sections of the dungeons that have like a totally different, for the most part, like a different aesthetic, right? We don't have to worry about poison right now. Don't have to worry about sleep. No, I also didn't need that. More defense, why not? Maybe you too. Have a good night. No problem. Just coming by to say hello is good enough for me. About anything else right now? Ice. Trying to think. It's lighting. Oh, because we will be running into enemies that do lightning attack at some point in that dungeon. And I'm not worried about chaos. They're fine. They'll survive. Oh, jeez. you go. Jeez, I went, wow, an hour without saving. How could I? How dare I do such a thing? Something could have gone wrong. I mean, bitch. That's what I was saying before I got distracted. I just lost track of mine. It's fine. Okay, I doubt now. The game let me. It will. I was wrong. The game proved me wrong. You'll think that was not possible. Get to work.
Current output is 5.806 LPP. Not even 3% of the required levels.
In other words, you're saying it's impossible to open the door to Lost Jerusalem.
Open the door? It's doubtful whether we can even find it. I've told you repeatedly that the emulators were mere supplements. You're the one who ignored that. Because of you, we've lost a valuable asset. I've done what I can with what we have, but it's not going to make much difference. Even Mizrahi couldn't pull this off without the original.
So, have you finally come to acknowledge that lunatic's work?
I'm just being objective. No one in the universe is as knowledgeable in this field as he was.
We can't keep our commander waiting any longer. We'll proceed with Plan 401.
Plan 401, huh? That seems a bit extreme to me. The 100 series that Helmer's protege is babysitting, not only does it contain the entire record of Mizrahi's research, but the access code for the UMN transfer column to the sealed area of Old Milsha also resides in it. Treat it too roughly, and you'll lose everything.
I'm well aware of the importance of Milsha and the Y data. That's why I'm using him.
I do not like him. His eyes share the same look as Mizrahi's.
The same as yours.
Well, I'll be waiting for the good news.
Pellegrini, secure a channel to our commander. I want to report this and discuss our plans for manipulating the committee.
I see. So what do you want me to do?
The situation is proceeding as planned. Don't interfere with it for now. Of course. I can't imagine the Second Milshan government and the Kukai Foundation will simply hand it over. If this situation warrants, we may have to use the Song of Nephilim.
Now this is a surprise. I thought you hated it with a passion.
I'm just saying even your toys have their uses.
Then why don't you join me? We can enjoy the show together.
Thanks, I'll pass. I don't share your perverse taste in hobbies.
Yeah, right, you gutless bastard.
Albedo. A URTV. A monster born of life recycling. There are plenty of mentally unstable life recycling variants out there. Just as Cherenkov was one of them. If he starts getting impatient and moves on his own...
You needn't worry about that. Time means nothing to him. The only thing that interests him is that Realian.
Are you really going to use the Song of Nephilim?
Pellegrini, have you ever heard it? That song draws everything unto madness.
Milsha. I never thought I'd come back under these situations.
Chief, is something wrong?
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. How's that, Cosmos?
Fine. There are no problems. Please continue.
And once again, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's her catchphrase. Don't worry about Alan. Every main character has one. Well, not every. A lot of main characters have them. Don't worry about it. That's her
We will be
catchphrase.
entering orbit at 1400 hours local time. Second Milsha Spaceport Flight Control. Transmitting flight plan. Requesting permission to dock.
Hey, Momo.
Yes? What is it?
We'll be going our separate ways once we get to Second Milsha, right?
Yes?
I don't know if Realians believe in carrying charms or not, but... Here, take this. It's for luck.
It's so pretty. What is it?
It's a bullet from a long time ago. Look. It's got a good luck phrase on it. Sayonara, baby!
Thank you. I'll keep it safe.
Oh, wait. Hold on a sec. There we go. Try it on.
Wow! You can do things like that too? That's wonderful.
It kind of tires me out a bit, though.
What a strange welcome. Are they escorting us in this time? They're blocking the way? This is no welcome.
Confirm photon torpedo detonation in immediate vicinity. We're being surrounded by a fleet of Federation vessels.
As you can see from this video, the Kukai Foundation has engaged in what is clearly an act of aggression against the 117th Marine Division. From the events that followed, we can only come to the conclusion that this was an act of rebellion orchestrated by the Foundation's creators, the Second Miltian government. In light of these troubling events, we hereby enter a motion for the following. Per Article 104, an emergency suspension of the vested rights of Second Miltia's autonomous government.
I'd like to add that the 422nd Fleet from Gedalia has been dispatched to the scene in order to surround and contain both the Kukai Foundation and Second Miltia.
Hold on there. Won't that constitute an unauthorized use of force?
The deployment is in accordance with the Federation Emergency Powers Act. It is fully within our powers.
I would think that the Kukai Foundation possessing that level of weaponry is a far greater problem in and of itself.
Perhaps they were heroes during the conflict, or whatever in the past. But the current situation is a result of letting them have their way for so long. The Zohar belong to the entire Federation. Why should Second Miltia have sole control?
The decision to turn the artifacts of old Miltia over to an impartial third party was decided by vote 14 years ago.
We're talking about the dangers of it being monopolized by a corporation.
The Kukai Foundation was converted after the completion of the post-war cleanup and their own disarmament. Since taking on their current name and converting to a business, their primary source of income has become entertainment and tourism. How could they possibly have a vested interest in the Zohar?
You call that disarmed?
It's just enough for self-defense. Think back to the reason the organization was formed. Not only that, we can't ignore their recent achievements against the Gnosis.
Can we be certain these accusations aren't merely jealousy on the part of a state that didn't receive post-war government handouts?
How dare you!
I've heard rumors that Miltia was secretly involved not only with the current planetary disappearance case, but also with other recent developments, including the Anti-Gnosis Zohar project.
I'd like to hear the Contact Subcommittee's thoughts on all this. Dr. Mizrahi?
We moved the 100 series Realian to Second Miltia in accordance with the original plan. We're following the protocols.
But I wonder, have you forgotten that it was Miltia that produced the lunatic that summoned the Gnosis and tried to destroy the Federation?
I sympathize with your desire to defend your late husband, but perhaps you are too deeply involved in this situation.
I would not have expected my presence here to be misconstrued in such a manner.
Oh, really? This is just
post-war
governmental policy.
You will destroy the Federation if you continue!
Jealousy on the part of the state, that's all.
Order! Order! We've just patched in with Representative Helmer. I'd like to hear about the situation from the Second Miltian government. Well, Representative Helmer?
In accordance with Federation law, we hereby place the Kukai Foundation under arrest for the suspicion of violating Article 798, Chapter 37, Collection and Concealment of Defense Information, and Article 2153, Chapter 105, Acts of Aggression against Federation vessels, and hereby revoke all rights previously granted. Shut down your engines and relinquish your weapons immediately.
Acts of aggression against Federation vessels?
Furthermore, should the Miltian government allow the Kukai Foundation to dock the Durandal, we will issue a state of emergency notice under Article 2384, Chapter 115, Part 18, Conspiracy to aid insurrection.
It looks like they think the Durandal conspired with the Miltian government in an attack on the Federation fleet.
Huh? What Federation fleet?
Hey, check out the network news on the sub-monitor! You're not gonna believe this!
On the morning of the 21st, it appears that the 177th Marine Division flagship Woglinde of the Galaxy Federation's Tessadora Division came under attack by a heavily armed ship belonging to the Kukai Foundation.
The Woglinde? What? I thought the Gnosis attack had been reported already.
The company has been identified as operating in conjunction with the Second Miltian government, and considerations for the possibility of treason have forced the Federation Parliament to dispatch...
They did a good job doctoring that video. But how did they synchronize the battle coordinates as well?
Damn! That's from when we fought the UTIC organization. Those bastards were recording it.
I see. That would explain how the absolute coordinates match. I guess that's their indisputable proof. Even I'm starting to think that we did it.
Considering the situation, you don't sound very worried.
In any event, this is confirmation that the remnants of the UTIC organization have infiltrated both the Federation government and the military.
Which means their next target is...
This is such a blatant lie, it's ludicrous. As survivors, if we testify...
They'll just claim that you survived because you were in on the conspiracy.
This is insane! Do you think this is why headquarters hasn't communicated with us?
I am Captain Lapis Roman of the Galaxy Federation Special Ops Command Headquarters, Intelligence Bureau. I hereby place the ship under custody of the Galaxy Federation. I understand you're from the Woglinde. I'll take you in as witnesses. All Vector property will be temporarily confiscated as evidence.
Cosmos.
Here's the 100 series Realian under warrant.
Hey, don't hurt her! Ugh.
Detain them in a single room and watch them carefully.
All of them?
Splitting them up will only serve to underman our guard posts. Investigate as much of the ship as possible before we rendezvous with the others.
Yes, ma'am.
Guinan Kukai, you are hereby under arrest for suspicion of treason against the Galaxy Federation. Come with me.
As you wish.
It's all orchestrated too well.
Huh?
The fleet deployment came too quickly. They must have been prepared to ensure that Momo would return to them, regardless of what happened. Or perhaps ensnaring Second Miltia was part of their plan from the very beginning.
As a neutral territory, Second Miltia was invested with a whole bunch of rights and legal privileges after the Miltian conflict. There are a whole lot of folks who still have problems with that, even outside of the UTIC organization.
The asteroid where Momo was imprisoned. I wondered where the information about that place came from. Now it seems like it was all part of the plan from the very beginning.
Do you mean from when Mommy sent you to rescue me?
You don't think there are UTIC members within the subcommittee itself?
It's not inconceivable. Perhaps it was the very person who arranged for Momo's rescue. Dr. Yuri Mizrahi herself.
No! Mommy would never do something like that!
Alan,
Sorry.
Open it.
Helmer?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Guinan. I'm in a somewhat difficult position myself at the moment, but I'm doing what I can with the Federation Parliament. Now, the woman beside you is Captain Lapis Roman. Several years ago, I sent her to infiltrate the military in order to keep tabs on the UTIC members within it. She is one of my most trusted subordinates.
Always prepared, aren't you?
Caution is something that comes naturally with age. Captain Roman will investigate the Durandal's records before someone modifies them. Please assist her.
Understood.
I'll give her the Durandal's master key.
Sir, there's an EPR comm from the CEO of Vector.
Vector? All right, I'll take it. If you'll excuse me, I'll let you know if there are any developments.
Busy as always.
Not half as much as you.
It's good to see you again, Representative Helmer.
Likewise, Mr. Wilhelm. We haven't spoken since you resigned as Executive Committee Director.
I'm well aware of the situation. Allow me to make a recommendation to the Parliament as well.
Mr. Wilhelm, you're too kind.
Actually, my concerns have even prompted me to dispatch the Damarung, which is currently underway to the Milshan system.
Your concerns?
This incident. Surely you've realized by now that...
There's no question of the UTIC organization's involvement in it.
Exactly. Given that, it can only mean they're after one thing. The original Zohar in stasis on Milsha, and...
Udu. We can't allow that to be awakened again.
I believe our firm's Cosmos and its related staff are currently in your care.
I apologize, Mr. Wilhelm. I'm afraid the link between the Kukai Foundation and the Second Milshan government is...
Ah, of course. Then please pass a message on to Guinan for me. Surely that would be acceptable.
That much I can do.
Tell him that we'll lend him Cosmos for a while, and he can use her as he sees fit. We still have time before the Zohar project commences, and in the worst-case scenario, she'll definitely be of use. We'll have the second R&D division and the tactical sim lab provide support.
Are you sure? Isn't that top secret?
It's a calculated risk. From our point of view, the more real-world data we get, the better.
All right. I'll convey your message to Master Guinan.
Thank you. Good day, then.
Udu.
The preliminary inquiry shall now begin. I am an agent working for Representative Helmer of the Second Milshan Parliament. He's also with us. We can go into detail later, but for now I'll just debrief you on the current situation. You are presently under the custody of the Federation government and the military. I'll be honest with you. The way things are now, within a few hours, she'll be turned over to anti-Milshan forces, specifically the UTIC organization. Soon after, the Second Milshan government will be stripped of all its authority. At this moment, Representative Helmer is working with the leaders of the Milshan Parliament to buy us additional time. However, our opponent's skillful manipulation requires us to find concrete proof of your innocence.
But how?
That's the question. We need something that would give conclusive evidence of your innocence.
Conclusive evidence? What about the Woglinde's black box?
We've already recovered that. Unfortunately, sometime after the final gate out, it was modified to be exactly the same as the video recording, down to the time access.
Not to mention, I shot up the database on that UTIC battleship.
What about the Durandal's database? A record of the battle against the UTIC should still be there. Can't we use that to prove our innocence?
Is that a standard database?
Yeah.
Ah.
Is that a problem?
Yes. Standard databases are too easily modified. I'm not certain how reliable they would be as evidence. If we had something that even the owner couldn't change, say a system with a AAA class encryption, then maybe.
What? AAA? You don't find systems with that kind of protection just lying around? For something like that, you need the Federation government's mother frame or the UMN operating
Or
system.
you can go down to your local Walmart and pick up your AAA theirs.
What?
We have one.
Oh,
Or the Xenosaga's
Cosmos.
equivalent of a Walmart.
Cosmos?
They usually need the gas registers.
Yes. Cosmos
So you can
database
get
has a
double-
recording of the
triple
battle
A's.
against the Gnosis on board the Woglinde. If we enter that as evidence...
Yeah, but in order to copy the record, we need the keys from both the Federation government and headquarters.
By diving into the Encephalon and experiencing the record ourselves, we can make a copy through the connection gear.
But that's impossible without the dive equipment.
How about the service module simple dive unit?
You've got to be kidding. Besides, that's a violation of protocol.
We don't have any other choice, do we? Oh, I am so sick and tired of protocol.
But
Yeah,
The
protocol
real
kind of
question
sucks.
is, how do we
Think
get
about
to
it.
Cosmos?
It always prevents you from having fun.
That'll open any locked doors you come across. I'll just say that we were careless. But to make it look legitimate, you'll need to knock me out.
You sure?
Otherwise, no one would believe it, right?
You have a point.
Go easy on me, okay?
Forgive me.
Thanks. You're pretty cool.
I guess there's no choice but to fight. Ready? Angel wings! Ready? Angel wings! Is everyone okay?
Angel Blue. Oh, jeez.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
Here I go!
I should have gave Junior a boost. Dead.
Take this! Storm Wolf!
Sayonara, baby. I got no time for wusses like you!
Mystic powers! Here it Take this! Storm Wolf!
That was too easy!
Okay, here we go. Open ether circuit.
Take this! Storm Wolf!
Sayonara, baby.
Why are you doing this? Here I go! Meteor storm! Take this! Now right! Take this! Storm Wolf!
Sayonara, baby.
doing this? Here I go! Meteor storm! Take this! Now right! Take this! Storm Wolf!
All right, let's call it a day.
Freeze!
Now you guys are in trouble! Mystic powers! Grant me a miracle!
Take this. Storm Wolf. That was too easy.
Freeze!
This is gonna be fun.
Mystic powers! Grant me a miracle!
Take this. Storm Wolf. All right, let's call it a day.
Okay, here we go.
Mystic powers! Grant me a miracle!
Take this. Storm Wolf. That was too easy.
They're here!
I got no time for horses like you.
Mystic powers! Grant me a miracle!
Quick.
Take this. Storm Wolf. That was too easy.
Freeze!
I got no time for horses like you.
Mystic powers! Grant me a miracle!
Take this. Storm Wolf. Sayonara, baby. This is gonna be fun.
Okay, can you fucking stop? Thank you. God damn it. Never didn't boost that many fucking times in a row.
Eat this. Storm Wolf.
Meteor storm!
Eat this. Storm Wolf.
Oh yeah, right. I said it. Fuck, no. Alright, yeah, fuck that one. Fine. I was being an idiot when I set up with the tech stack. Alright.
We won!
Yeah, I should have put one like serenade on the triangle. Oh, it's fine. And to be good in here.